relationships aren't meant to be easy. I feel like a lot of the time we hear that when we meet the person that we're supposed to be with, the person that we're meant to be with, it's easy. Everything comes so easy. They know how to comfort you when you're down, they know how to treat you, they know your love languages. Everything comes easy. When you meet the person you're meant to spend the rest of your life with, it'll be easy. But understanding that relationships aren't meant to be easy, they're not supposed to be easy. And people will tell you, oh, you have all these problems with your partner, there's all these problems in your relationship, so you should leave. Your partner, the person who's meant for you, it should be easy. But for me, I feel like all relationships is compromise and what you're willing to put up with, what you're willing to deal with. Because I feel like a lot of people, they're not willing to deal with a lot of things. They think that, hey, everything should go my way, my relationship should go the way that I see fit. If they're not the same person as me, if they don't do the exact same things as me, if they don't value the same things as me, then our relationship shouldn't work. But you have to compromise and understand that everybody has a different upbringing. Nobody has the exact same upbringing as you. Nobody takes away the same things as you from life events, from problems and situations that people go through. So understanding that if you are in a relationship and you think, hey, I have all these problems with my partner, and people always tell me, oh, you shouldn't have any problems, or there shouldn't be this many problems in your relationship, then you have to look at yourself and look at how you treat the relationship. Are you just not willing to compromise? Are you not willing to learn and put up with certain things? Or is it really just a toxic and bad relationship? Understanding that all relationships will have problems, no matter how many years you're with a person, no matter how many things that you've been through together, how many things you've gone through together, you won't always agree on the same things. You won't always want the same things in life. So understanding that relationships are always going to be hard, they're always going to be difficult, but it's what are you willing to put up with, what are you willing to put up with, and what are you willing to get through together. It's teaching the other person, hey, this is what we should be doing. Instead, it's getting through things together. People always try to get through things by themselves, but in a relationship, you have to go to your partner, you have to make decisions together, you have to have a discussion. I feel like a lot of people, they don't have discussions with their partner. They just let their partner know. They say, "Oh, yo, I'm doing this. By the way, I'm buying this house. By the way, I want to move to this new city. You can come with me, or you don't." But real, genuine, good, healthy relationships, you have discussions with your partner. You weigh out the pros and the cons with them, and you have a conversation. It's not just you saying, "Oh, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how it's gonna be." You go back and forth with your partner, not arguing, but weighing out what's best for the both of you, what's best for you, and what's best for them and the relationship as a whole. It's sometimes you, sometimes me, but it's always us. Relationships are never going to be smooth sailing, they're never going to be easy. So it's what are you willing to deal with, and what are you willing to learn? What are you willing to compromise, and who are you willing to compromise with? Yes, some relationships are all arguments, all toxic behavior, and you have to get out. If your partner isn't willing to have a conversation about certain things, and if they just, no, this is the way it is, it's my way or the highway, then you have to understand that maybe that's not the person that you should be with. You should be with the person who provides you with challenge. I feel like a lot of the times people think that relationships are so easy because their partner or even themselves, they don't stick up for the things that they want. Their partner says, this is it. They say, okay, I don't want to start any arguments. I don't want to go against what they say, so they just do whatever the partner says. Or they say something their partner doesn't want to make you upset because in the past they've brought something up to you and you just shut them down. You said something, they don't necessarily agree with it, and you threaten to leave. You say, yeah, it's my way or nothing. And they're scared now. They're scared that if they argue with you or if they go against you, then it's going to cause a big rift in the relationship. So understand that if your relationship is like that, where there's not really any challenge or there's not really any growth to it, it shouldn't be that way. Good relationships, healthy relationships challenge each other. It challenges yourself and you challenge the other person. You have to challenge your partner, and your partner has to challenge you. You won't grow anywhere. You won't get anywhere in life together if you see your partner doing something. You're like, I wouldn't do that, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't want to start any arguments. But you have to be okay with bringing things up, and your partner also has to be okay with that. If you can bring things up without it being a problem, then that's a good relationship. That's a healthy relationship. But if every single time you say something like, hey, I don't think you should be doing that with your life, or maybe you should start going to the gym, maybe you should do this instead, maybe let's go on a walk, and they're like, what are you doing? Why are you telling me how to live my life? If your partner is like that, if your partner can't have a conversation, if your partner can't see different perspectives or have any growth or accept challenge and welcome challenge, then you shouldn't be with that person. And yeah, some people just think that they're perfect, but you also have to try and tell them, hey, you can sometimes be wrong. Sometimes you make mistakes, and the way you live your life isn't perfect. So if your partner is like that, where they can't take criticism, where they can't accept any challenge, try to talk to them first before you think, hey, I need to leave my partner because they don't accept challenge, they don't welcome healthy discussions. Then you have to talk to them first. You say, hey, maybe we should have conversations about this. And if they never want to move, then that's when you have to move. That's when you have to get out. Relationships aren't meant to be easy, and they never will be. If your relationship is easy, then there's probably a problem with it. If there's never any challenge or any sort of conflict, healthy conflict in your relationship, then it may not be the healthiest. You think that, hey, everything is smooth sailing, everything is so easy with them. We never argue, we never have any problems. That's because there's no challenge, there's no growth in your relationship. But relationships need to have challenge, need to have growth. So challenge your partner. If you see something that you don't like or necessarily think that is healthy for them, bring it up. Tell them, hey, maybe we should be doing this instead. And if your partner comes to you with criticism or challenges you in a certain way, you have to embrace it. Not only embrace it, but accept it. Some things they see that you don't. A lot of us will look at ourselves and see perfection. We'll see, no, I'm not doing that wrong. But if your partner brings it up, then it means they probably thought about it, and they are only bringing it up because they know that it can genuinely help you. If a person truly, genuinely loves you, they'll only bring things up because they know it's the best for you. They bring things up because it's, hey, I want them to grow and them to become a better person. I'm only bringing it up because I want them to become better, not because I want to start arguments in our relationships, or I'm bored and I think I'm better than them and I have to put them down so I feel better about myself. If you're in relationships like that, you have to get out. You have to see it and you have to leave. No matter how hard it is, you have to get out of those relationships. Relationships aren't meant to be easy. They're not supposed to be easy.